Today we're going to talk about the 5 biggest myths about VA loans. First one, number 1. Some people think that VA benefits expire. Back in the day they did. Actually, there was a 10-year span after you left the service when you could use your VA loan benefits. That's gone away, that rule's changed. Your VA benefits, once you're eligible for a VA loan, you are always eligible for a VA loan. Second one is, can I have more than one VA loan at the same time? Absolutely. Some people think that just because you've used one VA loan or have one active, when you PCS or move to some other location, that you can't use your VA loan benefits again and have 2 houses with the VA loan. That is absolutely incorrect. There's some math that goes into it. I'm not going to get too deep into that right now. The county loan limits are $766,550. If you bought a house for $300,000, you could actually go buy another house for up to $466,000 with no down payment. But there's some calculus involved, and we pull your certificate of eligibility to make sure that you have enough eligibility to buy that second house. I've actually seen somebody have 4 VA loans active all at the same time. Third, there's a size limit to VA loans. Absolutely not true. As a matter of fact, I've done VA loans up to $4 million with no down payment whatsoever. So as long as you qualify for that monthly payment, there is no size limit if you don't have any of your VA loan in eligibility tied up in some other house. There's no size limit whatsoever to your VA loan benefit with no down payment. Number 4, a lot of people think that VA appraisals are much more difficult than a conventional or an FHA appraisal. It's just not true. As a matter of fact, the same appraiser who goes out and does a VA appraisal today is likely to be going and doing a conventional appraisal tomorrow or an FHA appraisal. So the appraiser is using basically the same methodology to come up with, they're going to look at comps for the last 6 months or 12 months or whatever it needs to be in order to find the right comps for the property. They use the same methodology regardless of the type of loan, and so the value is going to be really dependent on that appraiser and not so much the type of appraisal that it is. Another thing about VA loans is that the VA loan has probably the best appraisal process in my opinion, because they have what's called the Tidewater. And so if the appraiser is having trouble getting value on a property, he's going to call out and say, hey, Tidewater. And that alerts the lender, and then we alert the realtors like, hey, the appraiser's having a rough time with the value. Can you give us some comps? Give us a little bit of help here. So the VA appraiser is actually asking for some help from the realtors, which is different from any other type of appraisal. The realtor can actually influence the appraiser a little bit before the appraised value even comes in. Then, if the appraised value is still a little bit low, then we go through what's called the reconsideration of value process. And that process is we go straight to the VA. We go above the appraiser's head. We go straight to the VA with comps and with our rationale and say, okay, look, here's why this house should appraise for this value. Best process on the planet, and you should not be scared at all about VA appraisals. The 5th myth is that VA loans take a long time to close, and it's just not true. The VA loan is just as fast, if not faster, than conventional and FHA loans. The only process that takes a little bit of time potentially is that the VA gives the appraiser 14 days, usually 14 calendar days, so 2 weeks, in order to go out and appraise the property and get the value back to us. That's the longest part of the process, but if we order the appraisal like day 1, usually we're talking 30 days, 25 days or something on a purchase contract, and that's plenty of time to get the appraisal back. So there's no reason that the VA loan should take any longer than any other type of loan. Those are the 5 biggest myths, and they're absolutely debunked on this video. If you ever have any questions about VA loans, feel free to reach out to me. And also you can like, subscribe, and comment down below. Please let me know what you think, and if I can be of assistance to you, please feel free to reach out to me.